Ref stream where he advertises golden ginger. Everybody, let's get these sounds turned on down. I know it can get a little bit loud. So, all right, welcome back, everybody. It's Sunday. It's been a day. Oof. Welcome, man. Welcome, man. How are y'all doing? How are y'all preparing for Leaderboard Monday, Mining Monday, Incursions coming up? All kinds of a mess. All kinds of a mess. It's been a mess. Cisco's in jail for being the culprit. Yeah, there you go. That's this whole time. It's been a wicked ploy. This whole time it's been a ploy to get you guessing and to get you not knowing what's going on. This whole time, you nailed it. You figured out the ruse. Yeah. Josh Server 32, good to see you. Assuming they stick to the schedule, don't know anymore. Hey, man. All I can say is that I spent a good portion of last night talking to them and trying to give feedback and say, hey, this is how we'd like it run. You can run it however you want, blah, 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 blah. And it is what it is, right? It is what it is. At limited control that content creators can influence with and that moderators can influence with. We've tried. I definitely pushed the Ultra Gacha thing, but sadly, the Ultra Gacha did not work. I would have liked that, but it is what it is. Chill mining day after going 51 yesterday for less leaderboard traffic. Wow. Hey, congratulations, Douglas, on the level up. I was planning on the Cisco XSLB this weekend on leveling up to close to 45, but as of now, I haven't even left 43. I'm still sitting there. So we'll see what ends up happening with me in the account. I mean, it threw off my plans a little bit. I mean, not ridiculous amounts, but this did delay some of the plans and I have to adjust moving forward. I'm still trying to push 46 and have my pylon by Christmas though. So yeah. We'll see what we see, right? What else we got here in the chat? Where are y'all at? Like, what are y'all doing? What are your plans for Mining Monday? And now's the time to start dropping reviews on what you thought this arc was. I'm really curious to see grades and see if anybody grades above an F. There's any excuse for them not following the calendar they published. This wasn't the first change this month, either the second, third, or fourth. I can get that there can be a little wiggle room on the calendar, but I do agree that the amount of issues and changes has been extremely aggravating. I do see that there can be times where sometimes you can't stick to it, but like stuff like yesterday where it's just straight getting pulled because of we assume just a basic oversight of like, oh crap, we just scheduled 2 at a time. So the bugs weren't as bad as last month. See, I don't know, man. They've been pretty bad. Been pretty bad. It's been, the lag honestly is the worst, but I would say there's been some pretty bad bugs because I consider the Actian hostiles not working. That's a bug. I mean, because it's not really lag. That's actually just a break. That's a bug. So I would say it's pretty much an issue. I would say it's an issue. Right? I mean, am I wrong in saying it that way? Is that right? Max says total F for this month, all the way from the botch start to the horrendous lag all month. It's been terrible. So many ships stuck anywhere. Yeah, I mean, and lag being a big issue, but like when I'm talking all of it as a whole, I think the absolute most generous I can do is like a D- ish. And that, it will vary a little bit by where you're at. Cause like we've talked about it. US servers don't have as much lag this month as our EU and APAC friends did, especially our EU friends. And you know, it's that's obviously going to really adjust the experience. But I think overall, like a lot of the problems are just lack of quality control, lack of fixing issues that, you know, event structure. I don't think the events were bad, like in terms of the layout and the schedule, but it definitely didn't roll out very well. Shin says, give it an E. Officer's great. New research is good. New Armada's good. Technical delivery and comms, awful. And this is not meant to be a shot at Eco, because I realized that he was in Dublin and he was gone for a week, and then he was also at Star Trek Day this month. So Eco essentially missed 2 weeks this month because he was out doing other things for the company. Whether that we agree with those things happening, like I'm not trying to say he shouldn't have been at Star Trek Day or anything like that, but that caused him to miss multiple weeks. Communication was horrible this month. And if you're going to send your community manager out on, you know, Star Trek Day, which I don't really see the point of them going to Star Trek Day, but whatever, or send him out to Dublin to talk with game design, you need to have somebody fill that spot. So if you're going to send out Eco to do all these different things, who's covering the communication issue? Because communication was absolutely abysmal this month. Now there's definitely people who could, like Eco could still have communicated better when he was here. And I'm not arguing against that point, but just like when you're looking at it objectively, it's hard to find things that they did right, you know, and that's my struggle. And that's where I come from, like not just the lag, not just, you know, features, but from the top to bottom, it's really tough to find positives this month. And that does stink because the event structure wasn't bad. You know, the events, I mean, the Armada stuff with the new Cardassian Armada was actually really good, but then you had the Gala snafu, that's not on the Arc Runner. You had the communications, that's on, you know, community management, everything. And just like at every level just started to just fall apart. Yeah, and Joe says that also doesn't account for things that Eco didn't even know was happening until it already happened. And that's something that I harped on. And again, I try not to be too negative. Now, I will say that other content creators, this isn't a shot, but some content creators have been a little bit more generous when it comes to grading. Like even in a bad month, they might give a C. I try not to give F grades because F grades to me are like, hey, this is abysmal, literally running off people from the channel, running off people from the game. This month, I think it's like a D- for me. Like it's really close to an F, but it's not. Because when I really think F, I think like this is one of the worst months ever in the history of the game. I don't think I'm there for this month, but it's still really, really bad. And I think it's even worse because the expectation was DS9 is going to save the world type deal. And it started off really, really poorly. Jazzy, thank you. Simple apathy. Scopely just doesn't care about comms. And that's historically very true. I can tell you, having worked with Eco now for 6 months, you know, talking to him person to person, he cares. But, you know, and I don't mind saying this because I know it's going to make him mad. It's sad that Eco is one community manager for all of us, right? And this is not taking a shot at our spending players because I do believe spinners are important. But there are 5 community managers for VIPs. 5. And there's 1 for everybody else in Eco. Uno. 1. VIPs have 5. So there is an attention to detail issue going on where, and I'm not saying that VIPs don't deserve 5. I have no problem with that. Help out your VIPs, man. It's like you're in a casino and you're treating the people who are big spenders. Cool, whatever. But you still need to give attention to everybody else. So what's up with that? You know, and as a company, they've got to focus on the little things. If you get the little things right, you can make up for big bad things. Like, you can make up for the fact that Gala completely just apparently got overlooked in your metrics and everything. If your, for example, lag isn't a problem. If you actually fix the Actian hostiles the week of the problem, where we're 2.5 weeks later, 3 weeks later, and people still have the same issue, which is greatly affecting a lot of players' ability to grind this brand new mechanic that they pushed. So it's just, you know, it's all the little things just getting ignored. That's obviously me not even mentioning that Actian hostiles aren't the only ones with stuck hostiles, but they're probably the most important system with stuck hostiles right now. Maybe if they asked the players, we would have told them about Gala. I mean, look, me and DJ made that same argument, and we really stressed, and I know they're getting tired of hearing this, and I feel kind of bad, but we really stressed, like, look, me and DJ, as soon as we saw this officer, knew immediately how, or saw these armadas, we knew immediately how to combat it. Immediately. This is a great example of why content creators need early access to help them prevent some of these problems. This is not just trying to boost up Rev Deuce. I mean, Rev, Ultimate DJ, Black Half Dan, La Rooster, Highlanders. I mean, there's so many different people who can help with this, who will immediately, as content creators, recognize, look, this is an issue. Or do like Eve does and have a player forum and like have you a dozen known, well-respected players who are extremely knowledgeable, like Pseudo and Order to Chaos and all these other guys, and have them figured out for you. But when it comes to things like just the game not working well, like the stuck hostiles and the lag, you've got to address that as a company. And even the lack of communication on it is why I'm just sitting here going, this is problematic. Very problematic. So whatever happened to them asking the community for updates versus knee-jerk reaction to oopsies? I honestly can't say. And that's why I got so irritated about the Gala thing. Because in the end, it worked out better for us because they had a mistake and they basically split the difference. You can still use the Gala strategy against the uncommons. You can't use it against rare and epics. So you kind of split the difference for their mistake, whatever. We got Gala back and working. But as a whole, I mean, and honestly, the more I talk to y'all about it, the closer I'm getting to just putting it as an F. But there is still some really good stuff. Like the Cardassian Armadas to me have replaced regular Armadas. Like if I'm going to run an uncommon Armada, I'm running a Cardassian Armada. That's a good thing for me because it gives me both currencies, and the new research tree is super good. Like the new research tree is super good. Hey, Geeky Jayhawk, second time I've seen you today. The new research tree is stupid good. So it's hard for me to fault that because it's the exact opposite of the Galaxy Tree expansion. When the Galaxy Tree expansion came out, we talked about how it has little value for anybody and it's stupid cost. Starbase Research Tree was good for everybody. So there's some good stuff in here, but as I've been talking about a lot, it feels like over the past 6 months, we end up just ignoring the good stuff because the stupid stuff is just so out front and center and annoying, you know? Starbase Tech is amazing. Yeah, I agree. And even the argument of that the uncomp or the rares and epics don't pay out as much. Well, you literally have research that makes them pay out more, like Cardassian supply routes right here. So even though in the initial run, they don't pay out as much, after you do your research, they're basically gonna pay out the same. Like Cardassian Armadas basically became the new Armadas. This is the new meta. You run Cardassian Armadas now. That's what you do. And that's what's gonna be the most beneficial thing for your game. And yet, it's still so hard to love on this and focus on it because of all the different issues. So that's just kind of like where we're at. Will there be any Deep Space Carmadas? No, because they basically all got thrown in the same Cardassian systems. At least I have no knowledge of them doing that. Let's do our Mantis real quick. How excited we all were for DS9. All the mistakes, bugs, and lag were just really disappointed. 100% agree. And I do think that DS9 has plenty of time to recover. I really do. But that doesn't change how bad this month was, right? Trey says that I also give it a D-. Was able to get enough 3-star crystal to max my Terry. Started Ops to 43, but won't complete it until next year. Cardassian was fun until they nerfed Gala, as no one wants to run rare and epic ones. Well, remember, and this is the point I'm making, the rare and epics really comes down to you doing the research, and that makes them worth it. That makes them worth it. The rare and epic loot drop research for both exchange and regular Armadas makes it worth it, but you got to do that first. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like in the long run, Cardassian Armadas are going to be the best ones to run. For now, the uncommons are the best for everybody, and you're gonna have to work towards the others being the best. But we'll just have to see how it ends up rolling out. Luke says don't need D-Space Armadas, some are capped by warp range. Agreed, yeah, I mean, you kind of already have those in the Cardassian systems already. I mean, there's some massive armadas in the Cardassian armadas. There's no need to throw them in D-Space for the ridiculous warp range, because another reason I love the Cardassian armadas, I know we're starting to talk about the positives of this and not trying to turn this into a secretly this is a great thing, because it was overall, you know, rough. But look, yesterday I was able to do this without having to click these manually, and now I'm having to click them manually. But sincerely, like, the Cardassian armadas respawn basically immediately. Love that. The timers are shorter. Most of y'all are going to love that. I mean, as a whole, the Cardassian armadas are loved. So, like my free ticket. Yeah, you're right. There you go. There you go. Are you happy to get the heroic BP overflow top rewards? I don't ever get the heroic overflow. I don't ever get the heroic overflow. I've still got to do clear the coast to try to, I don't even think I'm going to get the final milestone here, because I got frustrated and took some, I would say took days off, but I didn't push as hard to finish my milestones. I did my dailies. I always had my shields set up, but I didn't push as hard to finish all my milestones. Mike says the only way I can recover is to launch on time, working good and communication, no more messing over the players. Yeah, I mean, to an extent, I definitely agree with you. So yeah. This is rough. I'm just thinking about it. Wow. My grade video tomorrow is going to be, I think I'm teeter-tottering on like F+ to D-, because there are truly some really good things here. There really are, y'all. But man, I'm teeter-tottering. Usei says, is it fair to assume we've missed the boat for an Ultra Recruit spin event? What do you mean? What do you mean missed the boat? I don't understand really what you're asking. Meme says, I kind of disagree. The loot boosts aren't specific to Cardassian Armada, so you're still giving up regular loot. Well, I mean, that comes back to the value to me of the research tree. And that research tree is one of the best value trees in the game. So I guess once you got it maxed out, you wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. But I just love that tree, and I think it has a stupid amount of value. I think it has a stupid amount of value. Artlax says overall D for month 1. That's fair. That's fair. Tomb says they need to NDA a bunch of players beyond content creators and give them a player test server to test new stuff before it's released. While I agree with what you're saying, I can tell you that that is not something that they can really do at this time. I can't go into more detail. Yes, there is a player test server, but no, they could not go and just hand things out and have a lot of people doing that. And don't ask me for details because I can't expand on that. I can just tell you that that's not something that they can do. I can tell you it's a stupid reason, but it's not something that can be done. Rabasi says the worst things that went wrong this month were 100% avoidable. Most of it was, yeah. I mean, the lag, I can't really say being avoidable because that's lag, but I mean, a lot of the issues, yeah, the Gala issue comes to mind for everybody, that could have been easily avoided by just communicating with your community and asking top players and reminding them how things work, right? Long term, I expect you'll be able to keep the research going with just uncommons. It's quite possible. I mean, I keep mine going with just uncommons now because I only pull the baby pool of my epic loot just because I don't run a lot of the rare Cardassian armadas or anything. But I'll probably start soloing a lot of the armadas too. Once like a lot of the hype calms down, less people start doing them, I'll start doing them solo. The Isolator chips currency rollover. Yes, they do. They do. I cannot tell you what the rewards are next month for them, but they do roll over. You do want to make sure you're spending all your rods though. Don't hold on to those. Don't hold on to those. Is it better to hit the 300% ship bonus or use lower deck mitigation abilities to be under 300%? That depends entirely on your ship, stats, and several other factors. In general, I'm going to say hit 300%. Tenchi says at Ops 35, give it a C. One thing that really bothered me was Gala and the lag. I love the Dabo wheel. I've done really well this month. Well, I'm great. I'm glad to hear that. That's fine. You are more than welcome to give the month any grade that you desire. My only thing is I'm just trying to find a balance and trying to find, I guess, like the average of what everybody else feels. But I'm not going to fault anybody for how you grade it. You know, it's kind of like a couple of months ago, I graded an Arc and F, and one guy was like, yeah, this is a C month. I enjoyed the heck out of it. And if you enjoyed it, we're not here to shame you for it. But I can only go off not only what I believe, but also a lot of the feedback that I've talked to people on. So that's why I have it as such a bad grade, but I'm still giving it a D because I feel like there's some balance to be found in it. James says, I enjoyed this month's arc, got the battle pass completely done and all the heroic completed. There you go. Hey, yeah, there are going to be those who enjoy it, and that's okay. So, good to hear. Usay says, I think Rev should do chicken dance on YouTube. Not at all. Nope. No chance. You got to come to Twitch for that. Jay said, look at the positive. I was able to get the Fisha skin. Nice. Very nice. Fisha skin, good. I didn't get it. I did get my projectiles, though. I got a couple of new projectiles unlocked, which is big for me. I'm really happy about that. So, where is... I need that Apex, because it is still spawning on my system, and if y'all watch and see the Apex spawning and get jealous, I'm sorry, but Apex are not broken on mine. I do hate that I'm having to, once again, manually activate these daggum things. Don't know why. It was automatically picking up yesterday, and now we're having to manually do it. Annoying. Anybody knows the bad pixelation on ships in the dock on main page? I mean, the 5-star ships that came out of the skins that came out with 5-star have been terrible, and they've been terrible ever since, and that's not been rectified, but I have no idea why. Like, even Ripper was complaining about that in our dev chat. You know, just makes no sense for them to look as horrible as they do. In the past year, there've been way more bad months than good ones, so it's a culmination of garbage that's bringing everyone in grades down. I agree that, yeah. Well, I think it also is expectations. DS now is expected to be like this great savior arc, and it's not. So far, it's awful. Now, it can get better, and I do, knowing some of the content coming, I do believe DS9 gets better and people enjoy it more, but it's really hard to say positives about this month. You know what I mean? Moon says this was a great month, got to projectiles, unlocked all officers, got miles to tier 2 already, B+. Yeah, fair. If that's what you believe, Moon Knight, great, go for it. It's tough for me to jump to that level of happiness with you, but I 100% respect that's where you're at. 100% respect. How do I find the generic ship projectile shards? Oh gosh, there are none for you to go get. Now there are some, and people keep making this mistake. There are multiple projectiles that take multiple skins. So if you go into multiple shard types, if you go into this and you unlock shard, do not think you're double dipping and secretly getting multiple epics. If you're working on, say, the cryonic blast, only spend it on the cryonic blast because it takes 2 different currencies. There's so many people I'm seeing getting stuck, and they're getting mad because they thought that they could sneak in and get 2. And y'all should know that Scopa doesn't work that way. If you're unlocking 1, you're literally unlocking 1. So if you spent your epic projectiles and got that purple shot that does literally nothing, you just screwed yourself. Customer support will not refund you or anything. So if you're doing projectiles, make sure, like if you're going after temporal torpedo, you only unlock temporal torpedo. Okay? There are a lot more to show y'all. So what's going to happen is, if you're going for temporal torpedo or refractive beam, you need both to get it. You need both refractive beam shards and epic shards. If you try to spend the epic shards on eye disruptors, you will not be able to unlock refractive beam, temporal torpedo, or cryonic blast. If you try to double dip, you will screw yourself, and there is no going back from it. You'll simply have to wait for things to roll back around to get the shards you need. Just repeating that, we've talked about a lot. Just making sure y'all know. Don't think that you caught Scopely on a fast one. I made the mistake of stopping when I thought I had a full set of shards, forgetting I had something like 38 generic shards. I get you. No, 100%. If you're in that store, like the event store, you get all that you need, because you sometimes will have more of the generic epics than you will the epic specific to the one that you're trying to get. Changed the Cisco leaderboard at the last minute after the second one had passed. It's unforgivable for me. Completely screwed folks who planned ahead. I agree, but end of the day, we tried our best to get that situation fixed as much as we could. We really did. Are Isolator chips rolling over? Yes, Skippy. Yes, for like the billionth time in the past 3 weeks. Yes. And not that I'm frustrated at you asking. I'm just surprised that people don't know this by now, because we've repeated it so much over 3 weeks. So much. Just got here, evening Rev. Hope your day's going as well as it could be. I mean, my sports team lost. That sucks. But yeah, and I feel bad because that means there's still going to be people, even after the stream, who don't know about the Isolator chips rolling over. It rolls over. Hell, I had to get on to one of my moderators because that meant that they weren't attending my streams, because they were telling people to spin it now because they didn't know if it rolled over. But this goes back to being a problem even for Eco, because Eco told somebody he doesn't know if they go over. I'm like, oh my God, will y'all communicate, please? Because devs told us as content creators, yeah, they rolled over to the next month, but we don't know what the rewards are going to be. So the communication is all over the place and not in a good way. Not in a good way, y'all. Sorry, I'm like halfway venting. Not heard anybody ask about photon tokens in a while? Well, thank God they're finally here. Thank God they're finally here. Let me go activate these exocomps manually because I have no idea when that timer's up. It was going to let me use a special cryonic charge on the Triskelion. It's probably just showing you that because you had the regular epics. Because you had the regular epics. Would help if Scopely were the slightest bit clear on that. Yep, I get you. But I'll also say part of the reason content creators have a job is because Scopely is so bad at communication. You have to come to me, DJ, half Black, half Dan, LaRooster, everybody. So it sucks as players, but just tell people to come see content creators. My work is just as bad, if not worse, at communication. Wolfwood, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I struggle to understand how companies can be as successful as Scopely but have such bad communication. Like, I don't get it. But I've never worked at a company of that size either. So maybe it's more a problem with me than it is them. Sounds like they should have sent one of the 5 VIP CMs to go with Eco did this month. VIP CMs do something, or CMs do something separate. So I just think they need to have more people trying to help regular players. They just need to actually allocate some funds and help out everybody else. Can't figure out how Scopely would prevent spending rods. They give us 3 for an event next month. We should be able to spend 3 on Kira or 3 miles through Cisco. So possible to spend 9 at a time. Well, no, they're not trying to make it to where you can spend evenly. You're supposed to be choosing. The idea is that you're picking and choosing who you think the imposter is. It's not designed for you to be able to load up everybody. That's not the intention. That's not the intention. So that person says they're just sitting here. So I'm going to sting them so I can get my dailies done. I'm misremembering, or when they posted the CM position that became Ecos, didn't they say they were hiring too? They did, Andy. And there is another CM that they're working on onboarding, but that process has been taking way too long for me. It's taking way too long for me. And it's not like the new person's fault. It's just you knew that you needed help as soon as you hired Eco. Appreciate the content, my man. You got me through the 30s. Oh, nice to hear, Rasala. Hopefully I can help you get through the 40s too. I already answered that one. Admittedly, one of the best arcs to date. Looking forward to the further arcs getting better, but quality of life gameplay still very bad. We'll see, Surreal. We shall see. I like a lot of the quality of life updates. I don't like all the problems, but I like a lot of the quality of life features they keep putting out. Looking at other Scopely games, are there any other games that require as much customer interaction? Well, yeah, almost all of them. I mean, Marvel Strike Force definitely requires a heavy amount of interaction. I don't think it's like a unique thing to Star Trek Fleet Command. I don't think it's unique to Star Trek Fleet Command. I just think that there are some problems that they need to do a better job of rectifying. That's just how I see it, and maybe I'm too ignorant in the space to truly understand, and maybe they can help educate me. Any news on DS9 sourcing like we have for Lower Deck and Strange New Worlds? Usay, you already know the answer to that question. Why ask something so silly? Why ask something so silly? You already know. You already know, sir. No, there's no update on sourcing those offs. The only thing I know that you'll be able to source them through is the event store at the end of the arc. As of now, that's the only thing that I can say without a shadow of a doubt will allow you to source those officers. To be an F, they basically cheated players who planned ahead and then added insult to injury by miscommunication and gave them no path to Cisco. Well, keep in mind, Nicholas, that epics are not supposed to have a free-to-play path. There was a better free-to-play path for the rares this month than we've had in a while. So officer sourcing is better this month, even with the Cisco leaderboard snafu. Now, I understand the getting mad at them for it. That I get. But you're not supposed to easily source the epic. It's literally made to be paid for. And you're getting the leaderboard tomorrow. Now, when they asked us for feedback, they said we could run it as an XSLB tomorrow, Monday. where 2 servers went after it, or we could run it as an SLB with only 1 server. Content creators and everybody, we pushed for an SLB, 1 server. So in my opinion, the SLB tomorrow, for even though it's domination, is better for the players because it's only involving 1 server, but it is a domination style, if I remember right. SLB. But yeah, I mean, the sourcing for the rares for everybody should have been very good. It's going to be hard for a lot of players to not have gotten the rares. Like, I'm sitting at tier 2 Kira and tier 2 Miles this month. I got Cisco free with my battle pass on my alt, but only halfway there with Ops 39. Well, that means that you probably have much tougher brackets to go after him at Ops 39. It's probably a lot easier for you at 20, 27. Was there a discussion of having Miles in the SLB? Not in an SLB, no. If they would have run it as an XSLB, they would have kept Miles in it. So if they would have run it as a 2-server leaderboard, they would have kept Miles. As a 1-server leaderboard, they take Miles out and leave the Epic. Just 1 officer when Saturdays had 2. Well, you're also 1 server when Saturday had 2. So to me, that's a fair trade. I would much rather have leaderboards be 1 server for my brackets. 100%. I hate XSLBs. I hate that. I hate cross server spending events. Is level 42, when do you start seeing uncommon ships in the store with faction point count? What, 140 million is the rep you need, and you got to be like 100 million before you start seeing it in like the away team store? Let's juice him again. Oh, dang. My Exos have run out again. See, this one I like them to automatically activate. I hate them not automatically activating. XLB should have been only for incursions, but money speaks. Money does. Money does. You only need a few shards, easier to get than the XSLB because there's so many scoring places. Maybe. Anyway, that was the trade-off. And honestly, when we had our live stream last night, we were using the live stream to help give feedback. We had like 350 people in the live stream on Twitch, and they voted. Over 80% of the people who were on the live stream last night said that they would rather have an SLB. So no matter what, not everybody's going to be happy. You're not going to please everybody with this situation. And I get that. So we just tried to make it to where everybody was as pleased as possible given the situation. Jump from 35 to 38 today using only your advice in your videos. Just want to say thank you. Well, awesome to hear that, Nicholas. I would say if you can, go ahead and get to 39 too. Go ahead and get to 39. Get to 39. Miles is awesome. Quite impressed. Just need to get him tiered. Yeah, that's my issue. Like, I like Miles a lot, but he needs to be tiered. I really want him about tier 4 before I can like guarantee a lot of my positive results from him. Positive results. Here, collect this. I've got to sting 2 more. Y'all don't let me forget I got to sting 2 more. I got to sting 2 more. Like that. I'll probably actually go out and run that again too. When am I going to 44? It's actually already cooking in the oven. I was going to speed through and be 44 and start working to 45 at the XSLB, but then the snafu happened. So, sting your teammates? I'm going to go sting somebody. I'm probably just going to sting a random miner somewhere out in space. Probably the plan. Probably the plan. What, how many more chances we'll have in later arcs to get more shards for these 3 officers? Well, you won't get any specifics probably for these 3 because, you know, there's new officers every month, but the event store at the end of the arc should provide us sourcing. Have I done anomalous phenomenon? I've not done anomalous phenomenon. I have not. So good call out on that one. I have not done my anomalous phenomenon. Amalgam, 10 hours. Territory, pull these. I'm typically free to play, but I bought the BP this month. I got 86 shards of Cisco. Pretty happy. I'm level 25. Just turned 26 yesterday. Congrats, Keith. Huge. I mean, honestly, the battle pass is always a good value. Every month it's a good value. So can't really complain about that. Can't really complain about that. Don't need to pull that right now. Chip parts. Do my syndicate. I think I've already pulled my syndicate for the day. We'll see if I've got a red pip in the way when we back out. But any time you can share about coming soon research in the Starbase tree. Not that I can share. Nope. Not that I can share. Click. After like 4 months, finally got enough sealing rods to open that new chest when it comes back. See what they throw it since I'm free to play this one. Well, if you're 100% free to play, like you spent nothing, you'll get a $5 option. But when they have brought the $5 options, they've been really good if you needed officer shards. So if the officer shards come around with it, it should be pretty valuable for you. Hence for next arc is a Voyager. The next arc's not till next year. How about we worry about that then, Dr. Juby? How about we worry about it when we're just semi-close? When we're semi-close. Because right now we're nowhere close. Let me go put this in. Right over here. Got to do a lot more mining of ISO. I've depleted my stores. And I also need to go do some regular mining. Actually, believe it or not, I need 3-star gas. So let me go see if there's a 3-star gas node over here I can use. I'm really low on 3-star gas, and we're going to have another bonus. Well, we have a bonus refiner every month, so I need to make sure I'm mining for that. Any word on the flash pass, if we're getting one, is going to be any good? I have not asked if there's a flash pass this week. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's a flash pass, to be honest with you. Well, I need a node, and I got frustrated and I lost a 3-day shield. I don't want to waste it. So no lucrative tokens? Heck no. Why would I waste time in lucrative space? If I had lucrative tokens, I would use it to OPC hunt, not mine. That's ridiculous to me. Mining is so fast in every other system. Why would I waste my time? If I had tokens, all I would use those tokens for is to hunt OPC. Gas is a ticket days you might struggle. You're right. It is. But I'm specifically looking for 3-star. I know I could find 4-star. I know I could find 4-star. And there's also 0 nodes I could kill. But let's see. There's going to be a node. We just got to find it, y'all. We just got to find it. There we go. There we go. Lucrative are the fastest 3-star nodes. Territory are the fastest. Lucrative are massive though. And they're great for OPC hunting. Yeah, Tiberius, I'm not worried about that because I can always send my ship back. I don't worry about getting blown up. I've got 6.6 billion tritanium right now. And that's after me doing upgrades. I'll just hit repairs. You know, I'll just hit repairs. It doesn't bother me. Things happen. Now, some of y'all do care, and I get comments about it all the time. Yeah, I'm doing both, meme. I'm going to mine for the ticket and then also mine for bonus refinery because I'm down to like 600,000 3-star gas. Exactly, Dr. Juby. Miners are so cheap. I don't worry about if they get blown up. It doesn't bother me. I know it bothers a lot of players, but for me, it doesn't bother me with my play style. So. Hey, Black Captain. Yeah, we're talking all bad things, like how awful you are, how you're a complete shill, how you're a sellout, and you lead the community in the wrong direction with every video you put out. Good to see you. Good to see you. Just mess with you, man. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, blown up miners are free trips home. You just gave me my resources immediately. So, gave me my resources immediately. Like, I love OPC hunting. I just haven't done it in a couple days. I was thinking of getting the Katinga, but I had to look at the rep that you needed and thought better to wait because I'm not ready to mine 4-star on a daily. That's a solid plan, Brigadier. What level are you? What level are you? Black Half Dan once said Wesley was the best character in TNG. I mean, he's entitled to his very inaccurate, wrong, and horrendous opinion. But we won't shame him for it. We won't shame him for it. Please tell me he's lying about you, BH. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me he's lying. He's got to be fibbing, right? That can't be accurate. Oh, Eurydice. Not that you're great for this one, but I'll do it anyway. Easy to run your miner into a hostile for quick return. You could do that, or just wait for somebody to punch you in the face. Everybody's so worried about getting punched in the face in this game. Just get punched in the face. It doesn't hurt. If you buy a $100 pack, do you get a $100 treasury? Not necessarily, but that is possible. I know that's confusing, but the algorithm they use for that is not something they've made public. So, yes, Usay. Went from 39 to 41 over the last few weeks, and now at a bottleneck for uncommon. Yep, that's why I try to warn people on the cost, because my goal is always to push, and my recommendation is always to try to push all the way up if you can, all the way up to 42, which can be tough. Can be tough, but it's, in my opinion, it's worth it. All right, let's get defense. Click, click, click. Wow, surely there's a bigger officer I can put out here just based on stats. To strength. Yeah, there's a Barrett officer. Let's put Barrett right there. That helps a little. Yeah, exactly, BHD. I'd be 44 heading to 45 if a certain event hadn't been redirected. But is what it is, man. Is what it is. Got my collections there. Just hit 16. Should I go up to 17 in camp? Oh, Fiona, I would actually go all the way to like 19. You know, there's not a lot there at your level. You just want to focus on maxing out your researches and getting your specialty ships early on. Go get the 40 miners. I don't personally see the need for the 40 miners. They're just resource dumps. Like, especially if you're looking at the the ore and gas ones, you need all those materials to upgrade your ops level and your buildings and your research. I guess if you wanted to spend the faction credits and just use the commons to upgrade them, but I avoid them. I avoid the 40s. They don't have any value to me early on. The warp range really isn't worth it because you can get good warp range through so many other ships, like your disco summoning. I have not gotten them, and if I eventually get them for free, that's one thing, but I don't go out of my way for them. They're too much of a resource dump. How many 46 ship EPs do you have? Not many, Orange. Not many. I have a couple of the Newton, but since I only grind Federation, I don't have any extra of the Pylum or anything. So I've got a lot of faction credits I'm saving up to get there. And I've been grinding a little bit more than normal every day. I'm also out grinding in Warp 120 space to help, speed up some of the rep grinding a little bit. I have been trying to catch up my Klingon, but I don't know. I'm torn on whether I should just go full ROM and hit glorified, but I don't know. Haven't decided yet. MAC tier 7, tier 8 is plenty for your Antares. I mean, I don't have a maxed out faction miner, but if you look, now that I'm level 42, I'll show you my warp range of my Antares. This is my Antares. Keep in mind that your Meridian can also mine 4-star, though it does get on my nerves. My Antares is tier 7, warp range 70, because I've got plus 10 warp range from hitting level 42. So I would still have warp 60, which is enough to get to the very beginning of Deep Space. But tier 7, then I've got the research and everything, good to go. Good to go. If you want to max it out, you can. I don't really see the need, because you can't get to warp 120 with it, but you can mine all the early systems. What ops level do you stop seeing G3 uncommon mats? I'm at ops level 41. So you're going to continue to see a trickle of G3, but the amount lessens. Like in the late 40s, you still see G3. You just see on a lot of events, but you just see a very small amount of it. Very small amount. Go over here, click, click. Let's see what we are at here. So I'm 2,000 XP. I can hit level 16 tomorrow between my Mantis and my Pulse. Mantis and my Pulse. All right, we'll go over this way. Click that, click that, click that, click that. I need to send you down to 43 space. I'm sorry, 35 space. Which ship is the best at uncommon, rare, and epic at level 40s? Ships honestly don't really matter that much. It's research and officers. Ships honestly don't matter. I mean, I like the Pylum and the Tribune the most out of the path, but honestly, true to God doesn't matter. True to God doesn't matter. It's all about officers and research, man. Pick whichever one you think is your favorite. And I guess we could say that's a negative that it doesn't matter, but it honest to God doesn't matter. I have a level 25 noob question. How do I generate alliance rep? I'm at neutral and I have 0 points, but I don't know how to change that. Cardassian Armadas. Cardassian Armadas. You got to be doing the Cardassian Armadas. Disagree about research and crews? Well, see, you said the Corvus is the best ship, but that's not accurate. The Vorcha is way better than the Corvus. But it's up to you. I mean, you can have opinion on whatever you want, but like stat to stat, it doesn't honestly matter. It really doesn't. You'll be able to flip the triangle with officers easily. Research makes it flip it. Oh, Mantis and Cerritos buffs, it doesn't matter. Not your experience, but I'm going with math. This isn't meant to be offensively. I don't care about experience. I care about math. Game math, Corvus will get its butt wiped all the time by Vorcha if the Vorcha owner knows what the heck they're doing. So now you can run into people who have no clue. And this happens all the time in the 50s where, honest to God, they don't know what to do with officers. I mean, I've got so many people send me pictures of people running full strike team crew on a Corvus and on a Coronar. And obviously that's not advantageous at all. But, you know, pound for pound, the Vorcha and all battleships right now are the meta. They're better not only for the Mantis, but they also have more hull health and they've got the strike team crew. And more strike team crew will come out to help offset that, but battleships are by far and away the best ships in the game. By far and away. Beam says the G4 rares are the best investment because the loot boost is so nice. And I agree, because they are fantastic rep grinders, specifically because of that. Like, I'm not even going to attempt to grind to 1 billion rep until I have a 46 rare. Because they're basically built in 5 of 11s. And it's super nice. Any ship can beat anything with the right crews and decent research. You're right. It can. So, I mean, I've got a Rotaran getting beat by a Vorcha. That's like 1/7 its power. I need to see if I can find a screenshot. Somebody sent it to me a couple days ago, and I was like, yep, that's what crewing does. But I've got a Rotaran getting its butt wiped because of crewing. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to go through my Discord DMs. I've been having so many DMs lately. Let's see if I can find that one. I meant to post it in my Discord, but I don't think I ever did. So, Kamari versus Valdor. I have a lot of Kamari beating Valdor screenshots. I can't find it. Who sent it? It wasn't Draco. Sorry, I would love to show you all that screenshot. I just can't remember who sent it. Can't figure out which high level sent it. It wasn't Toast. Toast did show me a Newton getting beat with the crew that we talked about for flipping against the new run. Yeah, I have to just try to find it later, but it was a Rotaran getting beat by a Vorcha because of crewing. And yeah, you don't see that very often. Gotta have your crews right. Man, it's really bugging me. Who sent that? I feel so bad that I don't remember who sent it. Was it 6? Nope, wasn't 6. Canoe? Nope, wasn't Canoe. Y'all, this is going to bug the mess out of me. Who sent that screenshot? Hey, Todd, good to see you. Like, for the love of me, who sent that screenshot? Why you mad, bro, maybe? Nope, wasn't why you mad, bro. Like, I'm trying to focus on the high levels who've sent me stuff. Dr. Juby, somebody sent me a screenshot of a Vorcha beating a Rotaran because of the strike team crew. And I cannot remember which high level player sent that to me. Like, I'm going through all the high levels in my DMs just to see. And Chewy. The only thing I can think is maybe it rolled off. Like, maybe it rolled off because, you know, if you get too many Discord messages, they don't keep all of them and they start rolling off your screen. Only thing I could think. I know I don't have an update on when they're going to fix the cargo display error with La'an. No idea when that's going to happen. Beverly, Crusher, Carol, and Talon are almost as good as grinding as PMC. No, they're not. Not at all. Like, nowhere close. What? Not at all. The math doesn't support that at all. Math doesn't support that at all. 19, what ship should I focus on? Theon, your goal basically from where you're at until the late 20s is specialty ships all the way through. Specialty ships over and over and over. Specialty ships. Sorry, I'm still trying to find this. I'm still trying to find the screenshot. Did I find it? Nope. That's Rotarum beating the sound effect. Is it bangers? Nope, wasn't bangers. Okay, if you're in chat and you sent that to me, can you please resend it? Can you please resend that screenshot if you happen to be in chat? For Roboski, it's two different things. La'an is broken. Like La'an's display is broken. She's working correctly, but displays incorrectly. But the one where your station shows more cargo is because of the new research applying incorrectly. So it's two different problems, but they're both problems. They're both problems. Dang it, that's not it. I thought I found it. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, it's gonna bug the mess out of me because I want y'all to see this. It's so cool. How can I participate in Armadas if I have an ACC? So Michael, you only need an ACC to launch an Armada. You can participate in an Armada at any level. As long as your ship can get to an Armada, you can join an Alliance Mate's Armada. You do not need an ACC to participate. You only need an ACC to launch. Wasn't Draco? My God. Wasn't that one? They had to have rolled off. That's what it's got to be. Falcon, who's our moderator. Oh, dang it. Thought that was the one. Thought we had found it, but it was it was a Burrell. It got me excited. Oh, there's Red Rocket with his Tribune, but not what I'm looking for. And it wasn't this one, so I'm lost. Oh well, we'll just have to try to find it, put it in my Discord. To be more specific, we're talking about bugs. There's too many piling up or unresolved. There are a lot of them, and it's tough keeping track of them, honestly. And it just speaks to how Scopely needs to get on the board and fix them. But yeah, no matter what level you are, you can join an Armada, even if you don't have an ACC. Brett, we're going against server 31. Server 31. So, if anybody from server 31 here, pretty sure that's who my Incursions is up against. Anybody from server 31 here? Yeah, server 31. Anybody from server 31 in chat? So, MMAC, you look at your XSLB, and your XSLB is typically going to have your Incursion opponent. So, and it's had it every time so far. Nice, Brett. Hopefully we can beat them too. Max is server 31 here. Max, who is like your biggies in server 31? Do you have any level 60s? Do they have the big ships? What all you got? What all you got? Yep, Eco just dropped an announcement. Let's go see what it is. We'll be rerunning Recruit D Space 9 SMS yesterday along with the Cisco. Yes, they took my recommendation. Thank God. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. They're going to run the SLB tomorrow, and alongside it, they're going to run the SMS. That is good news. That is good news. That is really good news. So now that means y'all got 2 SMSs. I didn't finish the SMS. It's still up, but you see, I haven't done the SMS. You're going to get another one of these to run tomorrow. And by the way, there's more. There's more. We'll be rerunning the Recruit D Space 9 Crew SMS that began yesterday to go along with the SLB. So you're going to have that tomorrow. And you'll be sending out a chest to all players level 15 plus that contains some shards for Cisco, Miles, and Kira. So that's a huge W. Huge W. Huge W. You have 360s. Max, I'm not asking you to like feed me locations or anything, but would you mind like let me see your leaderboards and everything and just send them to me on Discord? Like the alliances, who the top players are. it's scouting, but I'm not asking for like you to betray your server. I'm just curious like where y'all are at power wise and how we match up. Does that make sense? Like I'm not asking you to be a traitor. I want to see what it looks like and prepare. Like I'm probably gonna make videos on it because obviously server 20 versus server 31. If you wouldn't mind, kind sir, just Discord them to me. I'd appreciate it. So yeah, that's good news. That's a really good news on the announcement. And just talked to Eco. He's going to look into for us about the fourth researcher having a cheaper option that's just paying for the researcher and not all the extra goobity gop. So, which for $100, the goobity gop was worth it, but not everybody wants to buy a $100 price point, and I get that. So. Well, yeah, Max, you can see them now. Like, here, look. Here's the thing. Like, you can see mine now. So here's our power leaderboard. Theory has got 2 Enterprise Ds. We've talked about it. We showed it on stream. So that's not, that's not revealing any sideways information. So here is our tops. And then here's our top alliances. So I'm in IA. We're 7.4 billion. One of the larger alliances in the game at the moment, with 8 2 billion plus alliances. Trader is a lady, and she's very common on our Twitch channel, and she is currently 59, level 59. But she's pretty cool. She's obviously in war, sour notes get made, but she's pretty legit. Theory has like 2 mortgages floating around. I can promise you that he can afford it. Theory's doing well in life and he's not worried about it. Not worried about it. Not worried about it at all. We've got 3 that top 400 million power. Yeah, if you just send me some screenshots, man, I'd appreciate it. And like I said, if y'all want to see any of our stuff, just got to ask. Just got to ask. And just make it real clear, because I don't want server 31 thinking that I'm trying to be like shady. I'm not asking for y'all's base locations or anything, but it is good to know like alliance strengths and who's probably the one to look out for. And like IA is a very aggressive PvP alliance. Like, is y'all's #1 alliance aggressive in PvP, or are they more like relaxed and minor focused? You know, little information like that. Just a trade-off. Yo, is this it? Oh, it's okay. It's close. It's close. It's a Sompek beating a Rotarn, but not what I was looking for. But DJ, I appreciate you sending the screenshot. It's close. I really want the Vorcha doing it, because the Vorcha is great. That's a great screenshot, but that's a good one too. That's a good one. First timer on your show. I'm about to get my last epic ship at level 37. What should I focus on next? Getting to level 39 and getting the ISS Jelly. Getting to level 39 and getting the ISS Jelly should be your focus. You're going to want it so you can get that ISS Jelly Brawl event unlocked. ISS Jelly Brawl event unlocked. And yeah, Chris, we do have an Oopsie chest coming tomorrow, which will have some officer shards in it, so that's really good. You spend your away mission credits on rep or BPs? Generally BPs. Generally BPs. So, oh man, I really wish I knew who sent that. Server 21 raid is the elite alliance. They have like half max players and are really picky on who can join. Well, I mean, you saw me, like I'm level 43, 36.5 mil power, and I'm like top 300 on my server. So yeah. Upgrading your ACC to level 39 is important. I mean, I've got to start working on getting mine, because I want to go to 46. I got to start upgrading my ACC as well. So I got to start getting the rare cores, which is annoying, but that's just the strat, you know? That's just the strat. How often do they run Jelly Brawl? Jelly Brawl runs 1 to 2 times a month, which means that is several thousand uncommon ore you are going to lose access to if you don't get the ISS Jelly. You really do want it. You really do want it. You really, really do want it. Let me go over here. I got to get all my grinding. This is all rep grinding that we're doing right now. All rep grinding. Lots of rep grinding, y'all. trying to finally I want to get Romulan over 200 million by probably mid-month, mid-month October. But it's a process. It's a whole process. Whole process. I'm just looking at all the things I need to upgrade to get to level 46. Then also to get to 49. What do I have to do to get to 49? Oh my gosh, so many different things. Ship hanger, and the cost is insane. Oh my goodness. We'll get there. We'll grind it out and we'll get there, y'all. We will get there. My second alliance doesn't generate enough points for 3 or 7 day shields. Your second alliance? What do you mean? What do you mean? Stuck at 35, working towards Enterprise and tearing it up before I start hitting 39. That makes sense. I mean, that's the same strategy I use for Forgotten. And obviously you want to focus on your Franklin A and your Fuchsia, and there's a lot of things happening in the 20s and 30s just to get in to the 40s. All right, let's see. Didn't finish Jelly Brawl this month? Well, you got to try, man. You're leaving a lot of uncommon on the table that you won't. I mean, you want those uncommons. So I know it can be annoying, but try not to skip those. Jelly Brawl, Parabellum are like must-do events if you're 39 plus. They're like must-do events. All right, get some directives. They got to go farm these hostiles too. So much to do. I still need epics, so I can finally scrap another of these daggum Stellas. Passion in his message? What about passion? Ah. I mean, I'm happy with that result, so. I'm actually really happy because I was told that request, because I actually made the request. If y'all remember, if y'all watched the live stream last night, I was talking to them, and I talked to the devs and Eco, and I said, hey, could we run the SMS Monday as well to help make things feel a little bit better? And I basically got shot down, but I kind of expected that. So for them to reverse course on that, and I'm not taking credit for it, but it is something we had talked about. It makes me happy to hear that they made that decision. Now, thank you, Falcon, for dropping the Amazon link. For those that don't know, October 5th, we will be doing a birthday stream on Twitch, and I'm opening presents. A couple people have actually already sent presents. If you want to hit my Amazon wish list and jump in on that, it's appreciated. We're gonna have a lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Does Kira's mitigation reduction ability stack with multiple people running her on the side? Yes, but I don't want to talk too much about Kira for reasons that y'all will find out soon enough. Not taking, but we're giving you credit. You can, I'll be honest, man. Like, I don't, like, there are things that I'll take credit for. I don't feel like I can take credit for that. Like, it was an idea that I asked, but after all the discussion they've been doing over the past 24 hours, I really don't believe that I factored into that at all. So, yeah, I'm not taking credit for that. Forgive my bad language. I do a lot of mining. Would it benefit me to have 2 North Stars or just the 1? Michael, I would say just the 1. It's a great miner, but it does lack protected cargo. You'd be better focused on getting like a Horizon at level 25 and using that to do most of your mining. Yeah, October 5th birthday stream on Twitch. Gonna be fun, gonna be a little bit goofy. We'll still be playing Star Trek and stuff, but we'll actually be starting at 5 p.m. that day too. So a little bit earlier stream that will go for a few hours. Can you tell Scopa to make takeovers of PvP systems, even out levels? That way a level 40 plus can't just come in and destroy everyone. I've had that discussion with them, man. They're not going to condense the brackets or anything. And when they did the incursions, players voted that they preferred it being open-ended and not having specific systems. I realize not everybody's going to be happy with that, but that's what was voted. Horizon is not Ops 28, Kevin. Horizon is 26. 26. Yeah, 26. Unless I'm just completely missing. Which happens. Let me look it up. I could be wrong. But you get, yeah, Shipyard 26. It's 26. Yeah. You get a Shipyard 26. You actually get your first Horizon for free through the research tree. I think the Galaxy tree. You get it for free. Hey, Nick, how you doing? I have no idea where that is that you just said. Ostwestry, Shropshire. No idea. Hey, Draco, good to see you. I hope things are going with you well and with your little one as well. House 41, where's the best place to increase my Fed rep? At 41, I'd still probably say grinding in Tygo Core, especially because of the drops being so advantageous. But obviously, I'm killing Federation. Whew, another collection for the buckets. Yeah, Tygo Core, until you probably reach Warp 120 space, you're going to be grinding in Tygo Core if you're grinding for Fed rep. Hurricane prepping, I'm sure I'll be doing some of that this year too. This early season looks like it's going to hit Florida, not Louisiana, but I'm sure I'll be prepping for that as well. Todd, get your phone charger, sir. Get your phone charger. You need to have a phone charge. 3%. What are we in the 1900s now? We have wireless charging. What are you doing with yourself? What are you doing with yourself? You sting 2 times? Thank you for the reminder. Only stinged once. Well, I stinged 1 set. You need to do 2 sets. I'm gonna repair and then just go find something to sting real quick. Is everybody here? Yep. Get stung, fam. Get stung, fam. Bam. Get stung, fam. And y'all don't let me forget, I gotta do that one more time. Gotta do it one more time. As it stands, my alliance just uses envoys for takeover because it's cheaper than a 3-hour pair. That makes sense, Jason. That's a legit strategy as long as you don't have like high level countering where they're beating you and they're taking over the nodes, because if you're in a takeover but you don't control the nodes, you will lose even with mass ships. Depends on the strategy. Draco, I do love my Vorcha. Well, I don't have one, but I love the Vorcha. Can't wait for you to send me some logs. That one. See what I can actually upgrade on this thing. See, I got an upgrade marker. I got to upgrade the warp range on it. What will this warp range take me to? Warp range 80. I don't really need that. I need to upgrade these though. I need more for my shields and my hull. That's more important. Lawrence already did that. Already did a video on Angel in Disguise. Already did a video on Angel in Disguise if you want to go check it out. Oh, you mean the one to do Dark Space? I haven't actually. I'm sorry. I did Angel in Disguise, which is all about getting +10 warp range level 42. But I guess we could do the one on Dark Space. I don't really think it's needed because it's just part of your everyday run. But I mean, if y'all are having trouble with it, I guess we can. We do appreciate all you do for fighting for the players. I know it's a lot of frustration dealing with them. We really do appreciate it. That's very kind of you to say, but keep in mind that I love this game. I love this community, and I love what I do. I feel very lucky to do what I do, honestly. I really do. I really do feel lucky that I get to be a content creator and help y'all and then work with games. I love that. Where can I mine tribbles for a mission? Dale, that is in Klingon space, right? Let me hit this. This one? One of these systems, I think. There's a tribble to mine. Which system is it, y'all? Do y'all remember? Is it Arcanus? Maybe Arcanus. There's just like one random planet. Is it Deep Space? I know it's Klingon. Off the 40s? All right, let me go back up here real quick. The mine tribbles. Is it up here? Oh, there it is. Thank you. So Ratja or Rataj is one. There's another one somewhere, but there you go. There's your tribble mining. There's your tribble mining. I'm assuming the other one is up here somewhere, but Rataj. Taj. See, I thought it was a little bit lower in space. Whoopsie daisy. So MAC, there is literally one mission that asks you to mine tribbles, and that's it. And that's the only thing you do. It's the only time you do it. It's kind of silly because it doesn't appear anytime else, but yeah, that's the mission. Go mine some tribbles. Perf Mog, thank you, Sherlock. Yeah, I haven't gone to it because I haven't done that Klingon mission, obviously. But just a random mission where you got to mine tribbles. that. All right, let's go do our sting. One more sting real quick. Then we will switch out ships and crews and go back to mining with that one. Trying to get all these things done. When you don't have explored above it, that makes sense, Kale. I haven't had a lot of reason to explore Klingon space. I've done a lot of Romulan and a lot of Federation deep space for my warp range, but not there. Eventually I'll get around to it. There are days where I'll just send all my ships out to just go explore systems I've never been in. I think everybody does that. Bremerton, yeah, Horizon's 26. A little late on that one. But that is correct. Horizon's a level 26 unlocked. All right, we're about to zero out this node. You hate unexplored systems? It does bug the OCD, doesn't it? Well, we're going to hit that Federation Scout. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get hopefully get some free messages and reset the node. Look at us multitasking. There we go. Click. Let's see if we got anything. Because it's such a low-level system, I probably won't get crap for messages, but hey, every bit helps. How many do we get? 40. That's actually more than I expected, so we'll take it. Recall there. Manage, assign officers. All right, we need to... There, confirm. Go ahead and swap the ship though to, I think our big Meridian's actually out. Can't do the fee ship. Dang it. So now Meridian's coming home. We'll switch to the Meridian. Put the Meridian in this spot. And that is our OPC run. When the Meridian gets back, we'll swap those out. This, I hate unexplored systems that I can't ever get to because they're locked behind events or my Vidar is too high. There are a couple that are locked behind events that I haven't done. And like there's been some like missions and stuff, and that is very annoying. There's my mining mastery gas. Love to see this. Good stuff. How many more do I have? I think I only hit the first milestone probably. And yeah, finish the others. Yeah, I hit the first milestone. But I desperately need dilithium. Y'all, as you get in the 40s, y'all got to raid. You're going to want to raid because dilithium is a huge pain point for your researches. Like y'all look at my dilithium, you're like, oh, you got a couple 100 million, you're fine. I blow through hundreds of millions. Really try to tell people as you get in the 40s, one thing you need to prepare for is to raid for dilithium. Raid for dilithium. Yeah, BHD8 made a video about how the Mantis is canon. What was it called in the show? BHD, what was it called in the show? Because I don't remember. It wasn't called the Mantis. It's called something else. And if you want to like tell people to go check your video out on that, feel free. I'll steal the content later. It is a good video. I just don't remember the answer. All you ever find is Parsteel and Tritanium. That's the main thing I look for. That's the main thing I look for though when I do incursion rating. I'm looking for that. And Bremerton is right in terms of unlocking Rogue. Ops 27, you get it by completing a research in the Outlaw tree. Research in the Outlaw tree. Researches you need to get the Ops 46 shipyard cost 750 million dilithium each, and there are multiple. Don't worry, Tiberius. I know and I'm prepared. I've actually got it in tokens, but I don't have it raw. I'm trying to limit my raw usage so my tokens can cover that push. Yeah, don't worry. I've already seen it and I went, oh God. Oh no. All right, so put this here. And now my PC is up to, I don't think that's accurate. It might be 217, but I think that's just the incorrect display. Defiant Heart, thank you for signing to be a cadet, support the channel. Welcome in, man. How you doing? Curious when raiding with an amalgam, what is the order of resources scoop first? It's always Parsteel, then Tritanium, then dilithium, and it's in a percentage. This 5 and finish that one. Strike team officers for Explorers Interceptors coming next month. There are more strike team officers coming for each set. Can't give you specifics as to when, as that would be revealing content, but I can tell you that you do have more coming and relatively soon. So appreciate you, Defiant. I mean, I really do. The join channel is a new thing that YouTube did, like starting last year, where you could join and support monthly. It's all appreciated. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App donations are also, important. Content creators like myself can't make it without y'all support, so it's greatly appreciated. That allows me to spend all my time finding answers to these Star Trek questions and other games. It'd be cool if they made an officer that scooped Dilithium first. Yeah, there would. Been farming for the rogues, just couldn't remember what it took to open the store. Yeah, no problem. That's gosh, what's that research called? Anybody remember what the research is called without me going into my tree so I can not get distracted with all this grinding I'm doing? By the way, just to answer the research, I barely have enough dilithium to make it to 46 and do my push. And y'all see I've got almost 5 billion in tokens. You're gonna need more. Poker, the research for opening up Augment or Outlaw. Can't remember what it's called. I'd like to mine tribbles so I can spread them around the galaxy, but that's just for fun, not a mission. Do you actually just go and mine those tribbles for laughs? Because that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. So I can give you raw cost real quick. Raw dilithium cost to go from 40. Here, this is, keep in mind, this is raw cost. To go from 40 to 46, you'll need 5 billion dilithium. And that's doing the bare minimum of like the research and everything. So 40 to 46 will cost you 5 billion dilithium raw cost. But that's like baseline researches. That's not including all the other crap that you would skip if you just only did the bases. But 5 billion just for the standard set. Now you can get to, you can certainly get to 46 with 11 billion, but do you want to sacrifice certain researches and everything? Like I said, Harrison, that's raw cost. That's before your researches get applied. Yeah, Tiberius, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Like my cost with all my research is like 2 billion. Tough Cal, you're late, fam. We talked about that like 30 minutes ago when it actually happened. Why are we getting on to you for not being in the streams? It does. Keep in mind, this is what stresses the importance of efficiency researches. To get from 40 to 46, uncommon ore, 4-star uncommon ore, 40 to 46, no research, 174.5 thousand. 174.5 thousand uncommon 4-star ore to get from 40 to 46 with no research. This is why we really stress efficiency research. Efficiency research will knock off, especially if you got the outlaw ones, close to 100K of that. Like a lot of it. Yeah. Blame lag? Nah, I blame you. I don't blame lag, I blame you. But yeah, we did talk about it. Do you have a link on Discord on video for how to kill high-level yellow hostiles? I mean, I haven't made a video on that in a while. Short answer is PvP-based crews like 5 of 11 and Yuki and Marcus and stuff like that. Depends on the hostile, but you don't want to use like Pipe Road chip. All right, let's do more of these. I think I'm close to finishing the swarms. So we can go do anomalous phenomenon. I'm really only doing it because I haven't ever maxed out con. I need to get around to actually maxing out con. So what's the raw cost of uncommon from 43 to 46? Which uncommon? Which uncommon? Do gas or crystal? 43 to 46 uncommon ore is 136,000. Yeah, Carlos, this is what I'm here for. All right, let me see what that cargo is on this Meridian. 217K, I was right. Oh yeah, the irregular cargo cappers was wrong. So I got 217 protected on the Meridian. Outlaw mechanics, thank you. So outlaw mechanics is the research you need to do to start your outlaw research tree and your outlaw faction. And it opens up very early. So everybody should have it available. And maybe we should do a refresher on outlaw, but my outlaw account on this one is so bad. It's like, I don't even want to make a video because how pathetic mine is at my level. It's so bad at my level. Faith, I believe the bonus refinery is this upcoming weekend. I believe. But I'll have to double check on that. I know this is widely debated, but in an ideal galaxy, how far along should your cell be before you scrap it for the first time? I made a video on that. It really is all about how far in the goo you can get. Green goo, blue goo, purple goo. You want to get as high as you possibly can based on the goo you've unlocked. It's like me, I can get epic uranium. I need to be doing it at tier 9, level 45. It's how high you got the goo. How high you got the goo. And I made that in a video. You really want to focus on how high you can get it. A while back, you gave me some advice to get my disco to tier 9 before focusing on researches for it. Once I hit T9, the money store stopped selling me spore packs. I have to finish those slowly. Well, Earth, as long as you're doing your anomalous phenomenon, it won't take too long. But, I mean, that's the right strategy in my opinion. But I guess as a spender, it could be a little bit different. Stellar Research. Thank you, Bremerton. I didn't remember which one it was. It's been a while. Sell logjam as blue goo. So blue goo is your logjam. Then max out your green and scrap there until you get the rep and everything and the level to start doing epics. Remember, the key is just whatever goo is your max, you want to max out to that. So like if it's blue, that would be what, tier 7 is your max? Just a heads up. No problem, Earth. I didn't figure you were angry. I'll admit a lot of my advice doesn't come into the idea of like spending to speed up a lot of things. I did try to change that with my camping at 42, 44, etc. video, keeping that in mind. But yeah, spending definitely changes things. All right, we finished this one. Now we can recall. And then there we go, star-based staffing. Need all the things. What's this one reward? This is the heroic station staffing. Let me check what that mission is. I don't remember that one. I got to do clear the coast, though. Gain officer shards, spin officers, promote officers. Well, that's easy enough. I've got a bunch of premiums I can do to finish that. A new camping video is awesome. Dude, happy to hear that, man. I can't wait to see you hit 42, man. It's a different game. And I think in a positive way, it's a different game. Come on, give me good faction credits. Give me good faction credits. I'll take it. I'll take Klingon faction credits. That's good for me. That was good. A premium recruit, I've got a bunch of these saved up. So let's spend some of these and finish that mission. Spend some of these and finish that mission. Skip. Open all. There we go. All things I needed. Let's do it one more time. Did they mention if this Incursions run will have any updates, fixes from feedback? They did not. I didn't even know this Incursion run was happening. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. So let me see if that finished us. Yeah, Poker, I'm heading home to do anomalous phenomenon. Thank you. I'm heading home to focus on that now. I'm going to go check the staffing now. Oh, wow, I still got a ways to go. But good thing I got those premiums saved up. And what's in here? Already did friend or foe. Got that done. Got to do this. And star-based staffing. I don't even see star-based staffing heroic. Like, I don't even see that. Oh, it's way down here at the end for no reason. Down here at the end. Why is it not together in like a bucket? That makes no sense. Why is it not all together? That's silly. Y'all, this game has got the silliest. Okay. Anyway, let's go back and do that again. That makes no sense. I'm like, what? Am I got a phantom event here? Full. Yay, bugs. I need that Ripper. I need to go grab that Ripper soundbite. Did that one. Do our disco. Gotcha. And let's just do some more because I got plenty. Today's topic, Luke, is everyone loves Star Trek Fleet Command. Today's topic is why everybody loves Star Trek Fleet Command. Hate when those events are at the end. Yeah, I mean, I was like, wait, where is it? You know? Skippy skip. Officer XP, I will honestly take because I need it. Did I just get attacked? Or Alliance formed an Armada. Let me go see what type of Armada it is because I might need to participate. Unless this is like several minutes late. It is 3 minutes late. And it's okay. That's not an Armada I need to participate in. All right, let's collect this. Starbase staffing. I still got to finish that. Did finish the heroic one though. Good uncommon payout. Trying to build up my uncommons, man. I've been spinning them like crazy as I'm leveling up. I got the other chest to pull. Never mind. Got the other chest to pull. Still, all these need to be maxed. All right, come on, lag. There we go. Can we get a full 4 CC push to get Scopel to fix the broken hostile? I mean, all I can tell you is that they're aware of it and working on it. I'll be honest, I don't think a video would like make them work any faster, but I do agree with you that's a problem for a lot of servers. And I will try to continue to stoke that flame. I will. I'm not trying to say that like I'm not trying to work for it. I don't think a video will expedite that process, but I mean, if it comes to a point, I guess I can. Missions game, not the end of the world. Long live Star Trek. I agree, Corey. End of the day, I still enjoy this game and this community. I love Star Trek. Select. And final one for the standards. I'm not going to spend any Latinum to do that more. All right, let me see what I'm at. Where's my con at? So I could get 159 shards. That's not enough to max them out. So. But I could start working on Marcus. Needs to get maxed. He's tier 4. Oh gosh, I also want to get 3 of 11 up. Now I could take 3 of 11 to the next tier. That'd be really good for my protected cargo. Let's see if we finish that event. So I think that was the second to last. Let's go check it real quick. I've got, oh nope, that was it. We finished Starbase staffing. Finished Starbase staffing. Now I just got to decide if I want to spend uncommons and finish this. Which honestly, I probably should. Man. Really don't wanna. Do this, that. See if I can do some researches real quick, because I have a lot of pricey researches. Let's do some researches. How have I completed all the BP events? I'm still 7,100 short from obtaining the final prize. I have no idea, Star Trek, without knowing where you're scoring on your events for your overflow. I really don't. I have heard that issue before, heard of that issue before where something didn't score correctly, but without like having my eyes on, it's really hard to answer. Cardassian cargo plans. Man, I hate that I got to upgrade those first, but it is what it is. Honestly, ISO motion efficiency, Isogen scanners. As expensive as Isogen is, really feel like focusing on this is more important. Hey, Black Cap Dad, thank you for being a cadet support the channel. Dude, that's very kind of you. All right, sorry, gotta focus. I need be tracking this for those power boosts that we got coming up. Problem in ship structure. I want to use crystal. I don't want to use ore. Ore has to go to buildings. Ugh. That's no. There we go. Crystal. Bam. There we go. Oh, gas. I'm hurting on gas. I got any in combat tree? Oh, that's gas. That's not it. Yeah, I do need to do those, but Fortitude is going to be ore. Oh, come on. I need crystal. What happens when you start running low on everything? There's our crystal one. Yeah, Mac. I'm just trying to finish the SMS. So, just trying to finish the SMS. Blooded craziness. Oh man, I do not want to be in your position, man. But I hope it goes okay. Like, I hope it was better than expected, I guess. See, I've only made it a third of the way. I do have more things I can upgrade in base, but so much of this is gas. See, more gas to upgrade. And that's why I haven't upgraded my Valdor anymore. Now I've got this, which will help my protected cargo and stuff, but that doesn't help me with what I'm doing here. That's gas. This one is gas, and then the other is gas. Gas for all those. This one is more gas, not crystal. So I don't have anything, I think, building-wise left. I'll do crystal because this is rare ore. No, not that one. Yeah, the guns are all gas. Your docks are crystal. Your guns are all gas. That's why I haven't touched the guns. All your guns are going to be gas. Your dock itself is crystal. So let me go check my materials real quick. Let's see where we're actually at material-wise. Well, I don't want to upgrade a D4 because I'm really trying to level up. So materials. All right, so I'm at 15,000 gas, 23,000 rare gas, 46,000 crystal, 42,000 ore. There's my surplus. And my 3 stars, I could make a D3. I would have to go do the credits to get it. But even making a D3 is not going to help a ton. Really, I need a Mayflower so I can do the gas. Tricky. Let me see where I'm at my ore real quick. Let me check Spock's Club. Ore, I'm still going to need about 70,000 ore to get there. So I really don't need to waste my ore unless it's specifically on buildings I need to upgrade. That's why I'm really trying to focus on crystal, because crystal, believe it or not, crystal is the cheapest of the 4 stars to go to the next level. Depending on where you're at, by the way. For me, it's the cheapest on what I have left. Shanada, my playlist is actually YouTube music because it's copyright free stuff. So much to do. I'll speed this up. I'm going to do our anomalous phenomena. We'll figure it out. Oh, man. Yeah, Poker, thank you. I'm going. I need the speed ups. This is why I do anomalous phenomenon. I do every Sunday because of speed ups. That's all I really care about, is getting that basically 96 days worth of speed ups every week if I do anomalous phenomenon. Rank A upgrades take crystal. They do. They do. But again, I'm really trying to focus that on buildings. Like, do I need to upgrade my Franklin A? No. But I also need the interjector. I don't think I have a D3 waiting to be upgraded. I do not have a D3 waiting. Tricky. See, I upgraded my Valdor to tier 5 for the warp range, but that ate a lot of the gas. Yeah, Harrison, like I realized I could use miners and everything, but again, the biggest issue I have is that I know how much these buildings are going to cost, like these guns. So your guns need to be... I think my guns are fine actually where they're at. I think I can go to 46. I think you just need to have defense platform E at level 40. I think that's fine. But my dry docks need to upgrade. All my dry docks need to upgrade. So I don't think I have to upgrade the guns with gas to get to 46. Granted, that would leave them at 42, which is really weak. But I think those are fine. But I really have nothing else to upgrade that cost crystal or ore unless I wanted to fast forward and start Ops 44. Or actually start Ops 45. This is ore. I will speed up the titanium gens, but I'm pretty sure these are ore as well. 44, 45. I was looking on Spock's Club as a reference meme. That does sound more right. I'm over here being hopeful. Dang it. I was over here being hopeful, Thomas, just glancing real quick on Spock's Club. So, can't see it until I upgrade my gens. We'll go ahead and upgrade it. Yeah, I was thinking I can't do my outlaw researches because I don't have enough to scrap at the moment. So, that's why I've been focusing on researches to spend crystal to get a lot of what I need done. Oh, that's a fantastic payout. Oh, that was wonderful. All right, so speed all these up. See if we can go find some more crystal research. Look at that. Oh, that's yummy. That's yummy. Y'all enjoying these researches? Is it good for you? Seeing all these long research times? Click. And let's go back. See if we can find some more. Oh. Nothing there. Can't do that. I'm also not worried about research time, y'all, because I got Latinum speed ups. Research time is not a bother for me. I mean, yeah, if I want to be efficient, I should do that, but I'm not truly worried about it. See, look at this. This is really hurting me. Really hurting me, but I gotta scrap, and I haven't been able to upgrade, scrap another one. Then my galaxy tree is not gonna really have anything for me. That's gas. That's ore. Gas. Let me look up STFC.space and see if this research gets to uncommon crystal. Let's see, research. Interceptor warp and lithium and commons. It jumps to needing rares and then goes back to needing commons. That's level 9 needs 300 rare and then level 10 needs no rare. Tell me how that makes sense, Scopely. Explain that math, Scopely. I mean, that's actually a good research that I should have maxed out already, so I'll go ahead and start that one. Yeah, nothing really there, because then you get just the crap I've been ignoring. Klingon Pure Crystal. Does this one give me spinning some uncommon? Klingon Pure Crystal. Commons. Nope, all commons. All the way up. All commons for this. All commons. That doesn't help at all. Let's see, Klingon Devotion. Let's see if this gets any better expense-wise. Rares, commons. Oh, this one does. This one needs 4,000 uncommon crystal at 9. And okay, we'll do this. We'll do this one. This will help a little. We'll be a little impatient. Be a little impatient. Won't even wait for our helps. This one, Dilithium, starts getting the problem. Then we get that one in. Bam. The next one takes rares. Next one takes rares. I just never use a Klingon ship. And honestly, this is worth doing too, because I use a Romulan ship to grind with. How many max stellas you need to finish the tree? Something like 13 max stellas, I think. Something like 13 max stellas. Efficiency, efficiency, or efficiency. That's a good one. It's just for research, but yeah. Click. Oh, wait, I've already got all my researches going. 20 if you only ever scrap max stellas. Fair. I've always used to scrap something in between there. All right, let's see what we finished here. Man, that's going to be really tough to finish this Monday. I'm going to have to go up in level. Java, thank you so much. Insanely trying month as a player, and for all the content creators, give it an F and move on. I will have my grade in the morning. It'll be in my video tomorrow morning, so... When do the 30-day chest change in the 40s? Like, as soon as you hit 40, it swaps over and starts paying out 4 stars. Is that what you're asking? By the way, oh, I can hit a 7-day, get a photon token, and get a little bit of 4-star gas and stuff. Ship parts big there. Obviously, speed ups are big. Click. Thank you for mentioning that, because I was like legit not even remembering that was a thing. Legit not even remember. Click, click. Over here. Finish in these 29s. Thank you for dropping the donate link, Falcon. I appreciate that. And the Amazon link. Yeah, birthday is in a week and a half. If y'all want to come celebrate with me and get anything off my wish list. It's a bunch of random crap, but it's going to be fun. It'll be fun. It's times like this I wish I was a spender, because one good thing about spending in the 40s, and we talked about this in my recent video, is the packs increase every level in the 40s. Instead of, if you're used to in the 30s and 20s, they increase every 2 levels. In the 40s, they increase every level. So as soon as you hit 43, 44, packs are going up in value. And I wish I had some extra spending money this month to help offset some of this, but that's the temptation. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Level 21. Congrats, Prey Fox. I feel like this month went by really fast, and I don't think that's a good thing. I'm only hoping that next month is better. Why are you trying to go there, ISS Jellyfish? Get your butt back in the hangar. Get your butt back in the hangar. All right, let's go mine some of this. So in the 30, packs go up in value every 2 levels. Like if you're 32, then 34, etc. Wrong one. I want to hit a trader. Oh, I'll give me about 8,000 rep that hit, maybe 9,000. Here, I will say I've gotten used to some of the hotkeys, and I do appreciate them. I wish they were a little bit different, but you can always go and manually change them, I believe. I've just kind of gotten used to the stock ones. Go. Have you done all parts of the deficiencies of the Star of the Outlaw tree? Have not. I have 2 Stellas, and now that I'm waiting on one, let me see where my other Stella's at. So one is stuck at purple goo right now, and this one is currently upgrading through blue goo. And I need 16, I just need 4,500 more take this one to tier 6. Congrats, Box, on finishing Overflow. That's a big deal. Overflow is super useful for players. All right, is that it? I finished my anomalous phenomenon. Yep, got it done. Recall. What tier do you scrap at? For what, Stellas? I usually scrap max Stellas, but right now, since I'm struggling to get the epic goo, I just need to be scrapping something. Need to at least get that up a tier or so. 38, should I wait until 39 to cash in my rare and epic armada packs? I mean, yeah, I would go ahead and just push to 39 if you can. Maybe tomorrow during the leaderboard. That'd make a lot of sense. Who would you choose at the moment, 6 of 11 or Khan to tier 4? I would choose 6. I would choose 6 out of those two. 39 Armada chest contests are identical. I remember, or is it 38 that the ISS jelly gets a full pull chance in the Armada chest? I'm trying to remember which level. Is it 38 or 39 you get a full pull chance of the ISS jelly? Maybe like me. Aubrey, maybe. 38's full pull? Well, in that case, then don't save it. I couldn't remember if it was 38 or 39. So if it's 38, then yeah, just go ahead and pull your stuff now. Go ahead and pull it now. Because after 36, you finally get those stupid hijack ships out of there, which is the biggest thing anyway. So go ahead and pull them now. Like that. I'm not collecting. Max 6 of 11 a day. Congrats, Arctic. That's huge. If it's there, then pull it. Check it to be sure. Yeah. Grab, assuming we'll get other crews comparable to Strike Team for Interceptors and Explorers, are cars like Marcus and Kang still worthwhile? They are. I mean, like if you wanted to counter the current Strike Team, like if somebody came at you with full synergy Strike Team, we talked about this in my last crewing video, you would use Sharvanik, Gorkon, and Honor Guard Worf. So they do still have uses. Obviously, the Strike Team are the new best set, but even if they're secondary, they are still an important set to have. Swap you out for Le Auguer. Go run some baby Cardassian armadas. See if anybody comes and joins me. Yeah, also still good for yellows. Good point. This is all epics. Hey Shroom, good to see you. Glad that you got a couple officers, man. That's huge. Glad you got a couple officers. Really want a little bit better than that. We'll see if they come for the 36s. I don't know what everybody's doing right now. Pair. Okay. Been enjoying this art. Happy to hear it, Shroom. Happy to hear that. No, the Saints did not win. Saints lost to the Carolina Panthers. They use transport patterns to take 6 from 4 to 5 or take 3 from 1 to 4. Personally, I would take 3 because mining is just so important, but that's up to you. Your decision. I need protected cargo so I can leave stuff out overnight, but that's me. That's me. Carolina has Panthers. Really? They do? Yeah, they do. I can use my 1 mil power Frank to hit 2 million power yellows while in tier 2 Trinities, so can do some of the D-Space missions. Roger. Somebody hit my ship. Now let's go put it right back where it was. Weird crew. Really weird crew choice. All right, what else we got here? We're actually going to wrap up here in just a second. We've been going almost 2 hours, which is pretty long for a Sunday stream, and it's 9 o'clock at night, and I still got to make my video for tomorrow morning. So actually, let's just go ahead and wrap it up. Appreciate y'all for being here. Had a good time. Want y'all to live long and prosper. Like the video if you are here. 324 y'all like this as you're heading out. I appreciate it. Leave some comments when it's posting, and tomorrow we'll have our grading video on this first month of the Deep Space Nine arc. Real curious to see if y'all agree with my grading. So we'll see you then. Deuces, that's me. Catch you on the next one. Howdy.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your